Hey everybody, welcome back to Stellaris. One thing I actually genuinely don't know is why do the frontier outposts keep popping up as red? I've looked, there's no enemies traveling towards it, there's no enemies in that system. It's just popping up red and... I don't know, now it's not red. It might just be a visual bug or something like that. Armies here, they... Wait. Yeah, these guys, okay. Sorry about that. They just got a bunch of corvettes. I definitely should work on getting a better composition of armies, even though I said I was going to be too lazy to do it. Which is still true, I'm definitely too lazy to do it. Looks like they are going to the home planet. Which is fine. I could send... no. Yes, they are actually coming here. Let's send everyone over here. Back to the pasture, lads. They're trying to take our carrots. I don't know. I'm terrible. I've run out of horse puns that weren't enough on the internet for me to fuel this entire series. So let's see if I get back to you.
Station under attack. Station under attack.
I mean, this should be enough to take him out, right? They just ported out. Where are they going to? Kasura now. Why did they attack me if they're just gonna flee instantly? Alright, I never checked what type of... They got warp, okay. So they can go everywhere and nowhere at the same time. Pretty useful.
Hostile fleet detected.
Going all the way down there and just being a real nuisance. It's like they're not actually doing anything. Well, I mean, well, they'll probably come in here, maybe even attack them a bit. Other than that, I mean, granted, like we did damage their fleet quite a bit with the big battle. Which I won? See, this is the thing that's sort of been... it's another qualm that I've got about the game, and I know I should stop complaining about it, but... You're not gonna have that, okay. Just get you like this, I guess, it doesn't matter. Some place is starving. Yeah, because I retreated from that battle, it didn't count as a loss or a win, which it definitely should. I mean, I lost horribly for that. So it's kind of dumb how if you retreat, it won't count for war score. So it's ridiculous, because 90% of battles, people will retreat, so... yeah, it's dumb. I don't like it. Let's send these guys over to Golba. And then we'll go... see here again, it pops up red. Go in, come out. What the hell is that? Let's just get us space torpedoes. Didn't we already get them? It might have been a different game. Dawnlight is starving. That makes two of us, buddy. That makes two of us. Guess do there. Just build yourself a farm. That's that. Still moving on fast because the game is too boring and slow, to put it simply. You are starving as well, apparently. Get yourself a farm. You're not gonna even have enough pop to expand. Are they all there yet? No, they take ages, as per usual. Okay. This is the thing, this was on location that counted as me winning that? I ran, I got my freaking ass kicked, man. How did that count as me getting a win? This game doesn't make sense to me. At all. I don't get it. Yeah. Assault armies, just get a lot of them. You guys all get together. Our fleet isn't even really that strong. Yeah, let's just go take their capital, hopefully. End this war quickly. I'm gonna put it on fastest because, as I said, I'm not a quick slow player, I should say. Definitely quick. I'd rather skip through this. I'll slow down the battles because as chaotic as they are kind of cool. I gotta look at their ships, which I can't do now because they're in battle. Small antimatter missiles. Which ones are they? Just do corvettes. This section, just do that. We didn't even have it. Man, I didn't realize how crap we were for this save. Yeah. Smart, because I obviously I play other saves aside from this. And yeah. We're so actually doing not bad, obviously. We're like probably the strongest in the universe at the moment that we know of. But we definitely could have been doing a lot better. I have no doubt about that at all.
Situation log updated.
Yeah, situation log updated. I know you update it very often. Armies on the home planet. There's not that many. Eva Prime. Let's embark all of you and send you over to the pasture and the armies. And yeah, so we'll just bomb down their home planet for now. Could take it over, but so I mean, we're gonna vassalize them anyway. That's right. I forgot about that. From there, yeah, do you know you can actually integrate them now? That's the important thing. They're gonna do the thing. Yep. This really annoying thing where they just continuously send armies at you. I get to monthly hull regeneration. I'm definitely using you because you're a lot better. They just keep sending armies at you, and it's just more micromanagement that you have to do. And I think that's genuinely how you win at this. Like, they're not going to build up any kind of army that's going to challenge me now. So they're going to keep sending these little tiny crappy corvette, like one corvette at me at a time. And regardless of what game it is, that is not going to work. So I've got 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so we'll wait a bit. You're going to take them out. Yep. Now there's going to be a fuck ton of debris rounds here. I did really want that system though. Probably should have put that in the war goal, but oh well. It should be a great loss. These guys, are they? No, there's not a war with those guys anymore. Which could have been good because it might have actually dragged me into a war with them, and then I could have vassalized them, and etc, etc. I don't know if I actually lose any monthly resources for having a vassal. Like if I lose influence or something. I get you need some to integrate them, but now I would like to see where are my frontier outposts. There's one there, and there's one there. Is that? Yeah, this one. Hang on, I'm paying it for it. Yeah, okay, there we go. I'm paying for it because they're not. Anyway, that's all good. This sector, actually, I'm pretty sure it's the shrub sector. Manage it, and you can have that as well. Sure, I lose a bit of tech, but I don't care. Simple as that. I don't actually care. Keep bombing the planet. So, like, I don't care if they keep sending little fleets over at me. I just wish it would go back to its action of bombarding the planet. These guys, peace be with you. Where are they? United Hogavon Hyde. Yeah. The thing about the whole thought of the game of, like, you know, each universe is random and each different civilization is gonna have a different traits and ethics and whatnot. Sure, that's fine, it's good and all, and it definitely does add an element of randomness to the game, but they don't have personality. That's the thing. Each time you greet them, you get the same options, the same 3 options that are dependent on your ethos. And yeah, there's no personality to them. I mean, I'm not going to interact with these guys for ages and ages until, you know, colonize all the way out there and take over these guys. So they just sort of sit there and they're not really going to grow too much on their own. They might make a colony, they might attack someone, but they're not going to grow to any extent that worries me. Will 9 be enough? Hopefully. Give him more health. I still don't get how this lowers the upkeep. It just doesn't make sense why it should do that. Operation log. Okay, it looks like a lot of these guys have already got it. I don't get what this rank actually does. Does that just increase their morale and health and damage and all that? That makes sense to me. Unequip. Not this one. Because I just want them to be able to survive. That's all that actually matters. You're building more armies anyway. I guess we can wait for one more. These guys are repairing monthly. Which is definitely why I wanted the other guy. Just so they can sit here and consistently keep blowing up these little stacks. Other than us slowly being, like, literally really slowly withered down. Yeah. Okay, let's embark them all. It's actually only going to be... Oh no, it will be 10. Even though... Okay, anyway. Take it to the main planet. And like now we're just also getting like a bunch of war score as well. As far as I know. And yeah, look at those little 1 war score battles. It's like the superiority CB in EU4. I mean, look at all this debris. And it's going to sit here for... How long? I mean, like, a couple of years. More than that. It's like, not 10 years, about 5 years. And just sit there, these notifications there for 5 years. And like, sure that they're good to go research, but I'm too lazy. You got to do it after the war for a start because they keep sending in ships and they keep fleeing. Like, I could be, you know, attacking a planet over here, getting debris over here, but they'd still run. It's like, there's no threat to you. Are you actually bombarding it? Yes, you are. Locations is going down. I think I just left it for too long at one point, and they actually regenerated a lot of fortifications. Research storage full. Yeah. I know I could be upgrading buildings and all that, but at this point, I think if we came across an empire that was like this big, we're already gonna be, you know, this big at that time. So just from basic resources, like without actually having to really min-max each of our planets, which is fun at the start, don't get me wrong, but after that it's really boring. I don't know, because as I said, I'm not a min-max person, so doing it at the start is fun, like trying to get all your resources going, and you know, once you get more than, you know, 50 minerals per month, then you get really excited and it's awesome, but then you just sort of hit this point where you've just got so much of it where it doesn't matter. Yeah, hostile fleet. It will blow up in seconds. Planetary fortifications are done. Let's land the armies. Oh, you need a leader. General leader experience gain. Okay, well in that case we'll just grab the youngest. They'll go land. And this should give us enough to win the war. Invasion, yes, I know. Prime Minister, doesn't matter. Yeah, we absolutely destroyed them. Here we go. Simple as that. And we can vassalize them. Alright. Yes, demand some. Okay, there we go. Vassalize. There you go. Simple as that. No warriors. Yeah, it doesn't matter. it just doesn't matter. I'll get rid of more tile blockers. We'll send the fleets back to home base. And yeah, episode's almost finished. As you probably can tell, I'm not as excited to play this anymore. Especially at this point. I mean, I'm ridiculously strong. With this vassal as well, I can take out anyone. I'm not worried at all. So, it's the same as in EU4 and any Paradox game, really. Once you sort of get to this point, it's just the same over and over. You conquer and vassalize, or just... And then you got to do a bit of administration to fix it all up, and then it really slows down at this point, which is kind of sad, to be honest. This game could have been a lot better. Like, can you imagine trading in this and having a whole bunch of trade ships flowing through, like how they had it in like Hearts of Iron, for example. Even EU4, like, you know, you send trade ships to a certain area and they're gonna keep going back and forth, and then as soon as war is declared, you know, you gotta protect your fleets and your convoys. But oh well, that's unfortunate. I'm just genuinely really excited for Total War. I know I've said it a lot and I keep coming back to it, but yeah, it just looks so good, the game. I really hope they don't fuck it up, because that would be a huge loss. Anyway, I sort of just want to end the video because there's a new Tavern Ball out for Hearthstone. It's a new one. I'm really excited to play it, and I'm gonna play it after this because I don't really want to record any more Stellaris. I do get bored of games really quickly. It's a really big flaw of mine, especially considering I'm planning to be a YouTuber. So that's not too good, but it depends on the game really. So this could have been a lot better game. Oh, another game that's going to be coming out soon that I'm super excited for. Civ 6. It was like only announced a couple of days ago, or whenever I released this, a couple of days ago. But I watched Quill's video for that, and he was showing screenshots of it. The graphics were a little weird, I will say that. It's one of those things, I first originally started playing Civ, like on Civ 3, and that game has a lot of nostalgia with me. Like, it's a really like big game from my childhood. Playing Civ 5, at first I hated it. It was so the graphics were so crisp and they were so confusing to me because I'd only played Civ 3 up until that point. And granted, Civ 5 as of now is a really fantastic game. Yeah, they've done a really good job with it to really improve it. But yeah, what was that? So you've probably seen a lot of the graphics for it, and they look really Clash of Clans cartoony. It's very weird, and I don't know how I feel about it as of yet. I mean, it could be good, the game could be amazing. Looks like they're adding a lot of different features, especially ones that a lot of the Civ fans aren't quite used to. I mean, they're not like super complicated features or anything, it's just sort of different mechanics that have really... Oh, sorry, I just punched my mic. This is probably really loud, and I had a minor heart attack when I did that. Anyway, as I was saying, a lot of features which aren't obviously complex, because it's not really like Civ games to have complex mechanics, but it's just sort of different and weird. And with these Civ games, the reason they've had so many of them is because they're all really similar. I mean, they're all 4X games, so they're naturally similar, but in terms of finer details, there's only really sort of minor changes. And yeah, like, because, I mean, you know, the first 3 were amazingly popular, and they sort of just repeated that, but just added small bits, so they're not changing it too drastically. And I think that's where a lot of companies go wrong. They make games and they keep trying to change it, mix it up, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's as simple as that. I mean, I can't say what it's like to be any kind of game designer or like own a company or something like that. I understand that, you know, they've got to change it up, make a bigger and a better game so they can make more money, which, I mean, it's money. Everyone wants to make more money. So I can understand why they want to change it, because they want to create a bigger audience. But it's one of those things where, I mean, I'm studying a marketing course at the moment, and one of the things we talk about is that companies will really try and change up their things to like attract more customers and seem even more appealing. But in situations like that, I mean, especially with the Civ franchise, it's already so hugely massive. I mean, if they were doing just a reskin of Civ 5 and updated a few mechanics and simple stuff like that, I mean, okay, if they made it too similar to Civ 5, obviously a lot of people would complain, but it's such a well-built franchise as is in terms of their fan base that they don't need to change too much. They can just put out another game, and a lot of people are going to be willing to buy it because they've been such huge fans of Sid Meier's games for so long. I mean, I don't even know when the first one came out. It's got to be, I don't want to say 30 years ago, that seems way too long. But the third one was 90s? Maybe even 2000s. I'm not 100% sure. I'm horrific with dates, which is horrible considering I love history. But anyway, so I mean, they're old games and they've been out for a while, so a lot of people who play them are sort of older now. I mean, not older, I mean sort of more middle-aged, but I understand that they want to make it now for the new sort of generation that's coming in, but I don't think that's really a good idea. I mean, that would explain the sort of graphics that you see that are sort of very, very cartoony and very sort of Clash of Clans and the sort of shitty mobile games that you see nowadays. So that would explain why it looks like the way it does, but hopefully not, because the games are fine as is. There's no reason to change them, so yeah. Sorry again, because I haven't played too much this episode. I mean, I finished off that war and then I went off tangent again. I really should play a game where I can sort of autopilot a bit better. Which was supposed to be off-world, but I'm not good enough at the game yet, as you guys know. Anyway, my voice actually is starting to hurt, so I will end the video here. As I said before, I'm trying to cut it down to 20 minutes. It's a shorter time, because half an hour, it's quite a commitment to sit through that for videos. And I know with a lot of these types of videos, I know for myself, when I watch them, I generally put them 2 times speed. So 10-minute episodes, that's short enough where you're not going to click off the video, etc, etc. Obviously, stuff like minerals plus 5%, do that. It's going to take ages, but it's fine. Games such as Offworld, I mean, there might be 40-minute videos for that, but that's sort of, it's more of an action, it's more action-packed. I'll say, granted, it's obviously a strategy game, you guys know that, but it's a bit more fluid, it's not just sort of static such as this, so there's more to talk about in that. It's understandable that the videos are longer, so yeah, anyway, that's that. I'll end this recording here. I gotta remember to save. I do turn on autosave because in one of my offline saves, I turned it off because I don't like autosave, and then one of my offline saves, I lost about 100 years worth of stuff. That was really upsetting, but anyway, that's that. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you must, but for now, that's all.